How you doing? As this video implies, I decided to go into my backlog, started clearing out some of those games that I've purchased and haven't quite played or haven't finished. And this is one of those games that I decided to go and play. It's called Echoes of the End. And when I purchased this, it was on a deep sale. I believe it was the Steam winter sale or fall sale, and it was actually a good price. I think I got it for about 20 bucks. Right now it's retailing for 40. I would suggest if you want a good game, wait for a sale and pick this one up. Yeah, it's not that long of a game. It's about a 20-hour experience if you're just going for the story. If you're trying to do 100% run, you might spend a little bit longer because there are hidden things in certain areas. But the base of this game, it's a action. It's a very linear action game. You will be able to complete this game within. I completed the game in a 20-hour span. You should be able to do the same. Probably I failed a lot, and I didn't even have it on the hardest difficulty. I had it on normal difficulty, and yeah, I failed a lot. But I'm not the worst gamer ever, so you can possibly do this in a shorter amount of time. Sorry about that. Let's see. You start the game in the tutorial. You're introduced to the two characters, Ren and Thor. Ren, she is a vestige. That's told straight out to me. She has vestige powers. What they may be, you will find out. I'm trying to not spoil much of the story, but this is within the first 10 minutes that you load up the game. When you go into a new game, they throw you in a tutorial. You learn some of the basics, how to jump and do basic puzzles with the character. You learn some basic combat moves, and it's not really all that difficult, to be honest. It has some light platforming, which with the puzzles you're gonna have to use in exchange of platforming. So you're gonna have to solve puzzles and use platforming at the same time. So that's that. Me, I was playing this on my PC, which is pretty much a mid-grade PC. It's not a bad, terrible PC. I'm on the AM5 platform. I have a Ryzen 9 7900X to the CPU, and for the GPU, I have a Radeon RX 7800 XT with 16 gigs of VRAM. So you will be able to play this game. It's an Unreal Engine 5 game. I was playing this at 1440p, most settings on high. When I put it on native resolution, I was getting maybe around 45 to 55, sometimes even 60 FPS. When I turned on FSR, then I was able to get much higher FPS. I was able to get up to 115 frames per second on the highest. Sometimes it even hit 120 frames per second. So your mileage may vary with this game depending on your settings, but once I turned on FSR, it was pretty smooth. Even though I don't like FSR, I prefer native, but it was pretty smooth. Again, as per combat, you get a pretty decent variety of enemies. You get your orc types, you get your human types, you get certain creatures. I'm not going to go into details what those creatures are because that's more so later on in the game, and I'm trying not to spoil much of the experience for you. When I was playing this game, there are some slight RPG elements to the gameplay, so you will be able to choose different branches of the tree. It's not in-depth RPG, but it's got some light RPG elements. There are some different outfits you will be able to obtain through a playthrough of the game. You might have to do a second playthrough to unlock everything. If you're gonna 100% complete this game, it might take you longer than 20 hours, so to say. But again, your mileage may vary. You may be quicker than me at solving some of the puzzles. Some of the puzzles had me stumped. Um, some other things. This game, as far as the story goes, I don't want to spoil too much of the story, but some of the story you can pretty much tell where the plot is going right away, or you can guess as you play through. It's not too much of a surprise where it goes. Like I said, I guessed pretty much most of the story beats as I was going along. Um, but overall, the story isn't bad. It's not bad. The characters are kind of well written. They're well voice acted. I had no complaints as far as that. But what I will say is that this game is it can be a feast for the eyes. If you have the rig to run it at a higher fidelity, it is a feast for the eyes. It is fidelity aesthetically pleasing to your eyes. This is like a Icelandic Norwegian based game, so you will see like different terrains as you go. Um, there are different biomes that you will traverse through. Not trying to spoil much of anything. Um, some of the characters are, of course, are unlikable at first, but they tend to grow on you. The more you play this game, it depends on your type of game mode. You might find this to be very interesting. And not to spoil it, but it seems like they're setting up for more of the game to come out later. So, um, I would give this game, for me, I would give this game maybe a 7 out of 10 for what it does. Again, if you can find this on a discount price on a sale per se, I would say go ahead, pick this up. It's worth the try. You won't be disappointed. All right. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.